Hi guys, it's Julie from cookedbyjulie.com, and today I'll be sharing my Cuban grandmother's Arroz con Leche recipe. It's creamy, delicious rice pudding made with sweetened condensed milk, lime zest, coconut milk, and a couple of other ingredients. And it's a fail-proof recipe. Let's get started. The first thing you want to do is cook the rice until it is 100% tender. It can even have a slight bite to it. The rice is supposed to be fully cooked through before adding the milk. So 1 cup of rice, rinse it to remove most of the starch, 5 cups of water, 1 cinnamon stick, and some fresh lime zest. Lime zest is optional, but my grandma loves to add it. It adds freshness and balances the sweetness. You don't want to cook the rice until all of the water evaporates, or like if you were cooking regular rice. You just want to cook it until it's tender, and it's perfectly fine if it's soupy. In fact, you want that. Add 1 cup of coconut milk, evaporated milk, and sweetened condensed milk. Add some salt and sugar, and of course, the exact recipe along with more detail can be found over on my website, cookedbyjulie.com. So it took about 30 minutes for the rice to cook completely, and after we added the canned milk, we cooked it for an additional 25 minutes, stirring frequently. You don't want the bottom to burn, so make sure to stir every 5 to 10 minutes. Now, if you like your rice pudding creamy and thick like I do, you don't want to cook it too much. Cook it until it's a bit thick, but also a bit loose. If you cook it until it's really thick, it will become really dry. The longer the rice pudding sits at room temperature, the thicker it will become, so keep that in mind. Once the rice pudding looked like this, I turned off the heat, and that was it. I sprinkled some ground cinnamon on top, that's optional, and in like 20 minutes, the rice pudding was perfectly creamy and thick. I love it at room temperature, but feel free to enjoy it cold, warm, or hot. Definitely make this recipe. It'll make my grandmother and I so happy. Let me know if you do, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching.